You're Big RV, Big Four by the people for the people. And this is the For the Real Only channel. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped in as well. This is not a game. This is not a test. This is the real thing. Step off in here. Step off. Damn, what is this? Step off in here. You know what I'm saying? Fall through. Double tap on the screen. Don Hunt, what's going on? What's going on with you? Wipe your feet. Wipe your feet on the back, aka double tap. Double tap on the screen. Show love. Yep. What's going on with you, Don? How you been? I'm back. I'm back, baby. What Mitch saying, paid in full. I'm back, baby. Yep. I love the game. I love the game. I'm back, baby. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Ain't about that. Just a little tendon damage. Not tendon, ligament damage. You know what I'm saying? Glad it wasn't a break, a full break, you know what I'm saying? Chip of the bone and nothing like that. But we back. But as you can see in the thumbnail says blah 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 blah. I hear a whole bunch of talking. I hear a whole bunch of talking. You know what I'm saying? The title says real ninjas do this and do that. You see Gregry got on a ninja costume. Real ninjas do this and do that. Man, yeah, right. So I just came to talk about that and just, let's discuss some of this other stuff that's been going on this past week. It's been a busy week for me. A lot of running around, taking care of business and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, real ninjas this, real ninjas that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, um, yeah, he desperate. Definitely desperate. All his moves lately, he more desperate than ever. That channel declining, according to Social Blade. So, like I said, don't think he ain't enjoying this because it's helping him. It's free promotion for him. We working together. We share these subscribers and everything. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm back, baby. I'm back, baby. But yeah, don't be talking about some no. If y'all didn't see it, he got a live that he did with VC. Was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday. So it comes a point in that live where he just where he had VC talking his ish or whatever, but he had the background co-signing, yeah, F these people, and real ninjas don't do this and this and that, and real ninjas don't do that. You just trying to guilt trip people to get off your neck and stop standing on your neck. You just trying to guilt trip people. We don't care about your opinion about what you feel like we should be doing. You just mad because people on your neck about your funny, fraudulent ways and doings out here on these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to guilt trip and get nobody off your back. We don't care how you feel. Oh well. Me personally, I'm saying I ain't gonna even speak for none of the other people that's creating commentary and reacting to what's going on. I'm speaking for myself. Real ninjas don't do that, this and that. Real and since you claiming to be a real ninjas don't talk about it, they be about it. If you don't like anything I'm saying, I will be down there soon and we can get in the middle of the street behind it. I stand on what I say. And I ain't scared of you. I ain't nobody scary. I guarantee you will not win a physical altercation here. So who cares how you feel? How could anyone from the streets deal with a confidential informant? Right, right. So real ninjas this and that, but okay, real ninjas they ain't made all paperwork. Real ninjas don't run around with these rock monsters paying them for favors. You know what I'm saying? Real ninjas don't do a whole list of stuff that you do. So how would you know? Well, I guess you would know. You an expert on what real ninjas wouldn't do because you do all the stuff that they wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Don't get on here talking about no real ninja this and that. Man, please. Stop trying to gaslight and then stop trying to play on people You know what I'm saying? And make them feel a certain type of way for how they carrying it on here. If you don't like it, get off YouTube. You exploiting people, you using people for your personal gain, you standing on people so you can get a better view. So they doing it to you. And that's a part of the game. You got to accept it. If you don't like, you must feel a certain type of way because every video or every other video you keep talking about. Oh, my bad. Every video or every other video you keep talking about how people doing you, how people betraying you, how people turning their back on you. Like you some solid individual and you keeping it real with everybody. You ain't keeping it real with nobody. That stuff you doing, that ain't real. How you carry it. So who are you to talk? Talking about real ninjas this, real ninjas that. No, real ninja's name ain't no real ninjas don't do that. Real ninja wouldn't even be talking about nobody on the internet. Real ninja, you doing it now. Just cause you ain't saying no names don't mean nothing. You doing it now. So if real ninjas don't do that, why are you doing it? Real ninja's name ain't on no paperwork neither. Real ninjas ain't no informants neither. Real ninjas ain't getting nobody no time or getting motels shut down either. Real ninjas ain't dry snitching by putting people on here engaged in criminal activity, trying to throw them under the bus for views. Real ninjas don't do a whole bunch of stuff that you do. So you can say that for somebody else. I can tell by some of the stuff you said who you talking about, and I know I'm one of them because you can't duck this smoke, you can't duck this commentary, and I don't need you to say my name. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep doing to you what you doing to everybody else. I'm gonna stand on your neck for your prior violations of myself. And I'm gonna stand on your neck till I'm ready to stop. And I know I'm right in it. I'm right in what I'm doing. I'm keeping it real with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting for the good and the right in the situation. You just another one of the evil forces. You know what I'm saying? Another one, yet another one. You know what I'm saying? That's a victim of Big IV, Big Foe, by the people for the people. And this is the For the Real Only channel. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game, it's not a test, it's the real thing. How could his actors not be aware? Right, right. That's all it is. That's what you got to call them at this point. It's actors. He reaching so bad, and what he trying to do at the same time, he trying to throw. He wanted. He liked the that it's giving him free promotion. Whether but people don't care. But he getting promotion from it. You know what I'm saying too? It's benefiting him somewhat. It's keeping his channel from totally tanking because he keep posting all these women and they ain't really talking about nothing either. You know what I'm saying? Them views is low. People don't really care about that. That's why he putting a booty in the thumbnail and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Combs? Like he trying to stay afloat too. He trying to stay afloat too. How you doing, Coles? Appreciate you coming by the chat. So it's like, yeah, man, you know, so I seen him on there. See, when he was hyping VC up, he don't really believe in VC. This is what he trying to do. Now, granted, there are some people on here, and I hope VC hear this. Granted, there are some people on here who are just trolling and trolling VC and laughing at his situation and everything like that. But at the same time, it's people on here that really do support him, and they not telling him nothing wrong. They trying to get him to shake that situation that he in. Listen, man, let me tell you something, VC. And I was gonna do a separate video, and I probably still will, just towards you. Let me tell you something, bro. Life is ups and downs. You ain't always fortunate enough to be up. Sometimes you're gonna be down, sometimes you're gonna be up. They call it glowing up. Ain't nothing better than being down. If you a real hustler, if you really that guy, then you can fall and come back up. You can lose everything and get it all back. That's the real glow up. That's the real bright spot in your story. That's real legacy that you couldn't be held down. So that's what people trying to tell you. They trying to get you to shake that. Yeah, we all done accomplished things in the past. We all done had our good moments in the past. I told you our stories cross paths on a lot of different situations. Like I said, I got videos out there with me and another guy interviewing Khaled, Funk Master Flex, Young Jock, and things like this. This was, when these people was at their height and in their prime. You know what I'm saying? I too was in mass communications. I too went to HBCU and everything like that. I know. But the point is, we can't focus and we can't keep bringing up what we did in the past. What you did in the past, I can have a good moment in my life that happened today. Once that clock strike 12 midnight, is null and void, is deaded. You want to recreate that magic. You want to have that motion now. Let's do it now. Like Jay-Z once said, I got now. I don't care who got next. Like Core Mega said from Queensbridge, excuse my language, I'm living now. Fuck back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Does freedom have a meaning if you trapped in your ways? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, listen, bro. Forget what we did in the past. Let's do it now. We trying to do it now. All he trying to do is to now listen to what he telling you. Now, VC, you ain't no dummy. Listen to what he telling you. Now, I don't care how good that whatever you using make you feel. You know for a fact that the position you in ain't a good one. You know partaking in what you partaking in is not good. You know that. That's bottom line. So how a person gonna try to make excuses and say, "Oh, a lot of people do that. A lot that make it good. Oh, a lot of celebrities do that. Oh, you popping and all this and that." He trying to put you in the mind frame to where you think you doing something, so you won't try to get up, so you won't try to bounce back, so you won't try to glow up, so you won't try to be who you was or outdo who you was in the past. He trying to keep you right there and make you think that you doing something so that he can keep you right there so he can use you because he needs you. He using old school pimp rules on you. He trying to exercise his pimp hand on you. He want to keep you in a position. He know that if you get right and you bounce back, he dead it out here. He needs you. Look at the content. Look at the content. He can get this with Allison and whatever these females is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same interest. People ain't interested in that like that. He need them core people. He needs you. He need Robbie Rob. He need Penelope. He need Hollywood. He need KD. He need Mike. He need y'all. And I'm just waiting for the moment when y'all gonna realize that. He need y'all. So like, bro, don't try to pimp. You not as smart as what you think you are. That's the problem. Either you think you that smart or you think we that stupid. You're not that smart. You're not no genius. I don't care how many people watching your YouTube channel. YouTube success don't equate to being a genius. You are not a genius. You know what I'm saying? So stop trying to play reverse psychology on this man and make him think he in a good spot. He ain't in no good spot. And VC, you know, I know you smarter than that. You just playing along with what he playing. Don't fall for the okey doke out here. Bounce back and live now. Do what you did then now. Glow up now and leave him in the dust, man. He needs you. He needs you bad. He every his all his moves is showing desperation. It's showing how desperate he is. You know what I'm saying? This man in a sunken place right now. And he ain't happy in his life. All that is gaslighting and BS. All that stuff he talk is BS. He ain't happy. He ain't happy at all. He is miserable as he could be. I don't care how many uh Teslas, Jeeps you finance or lease. I don't care how many YouTube checks you get. You are so unhappy, and it's so obvious it don't make no sense. Double tap on the screen, hit the like button, man. 20 on the odds. Let me at least get 7 on the light. Let me at least get 12. Don't do me like that. But don't get on here try to throw subliminals and talk about some real ninjas don't do that. Real ninja wouldn't be talking about nobody on the internet. Yes, that's what you do every day. Every video you talking about somebody else on the internet. You on YouTube. Has it dawned on you that you got a YouTube channel and that you on YouTube? That's what you do every day. So don't try to say real ninjas don't do this and do that. So right off bat, we can eliminate the females because you talking about real ninjas. So we can eliminate the females that's doing their commentary. So what's some of the dudes that's doing commentary? Misunderstood 5. Go subscribe to him. Salute to him. Yarvo TV, go subscribe to him. Myself, Big IV, Big Four, by the people for the people. Subscribe, hit that like button, double tap on the screen. Who you talking about? Real Ninja's name ain't on no paperwork. Real Ninja's ain't up there at the DA office neither. Real ninjas ain't doing a lot of stuff you do. Real ninjas don't get in the camera trying to be a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Stroking their beard and posing in angles, holding the camera up like these females do. What you gonna do next? Sit on the countertop with your cheeks poked out? You gonna sit on the vanity? You gonna sit on the edge of a sink now? What's next? And you don't like what I said, like I said, I will repeat, which I will repeat several times in this live. I will be down that way soon. You don't like what I'm saying? We can get in the middle of the street. This ain't that. This ain't what. This ain't that, bro. I ain't trying to diss VC or nothing, but I'm not VC. You better not never say a crazy word to me. I'm telling you how it is. I don't agree with what you do. We do not co-sign your movement in no way, shape, or form. Be lucky that we just like the people on your channel and therefore you benefiting off that and we watching that. You be happy to have that. You know what I'm saying? But real ninjas don't do none of the stuff you do. Real ninjas don't live in sandals with their toes out talking about how pretty their feet is. He did the right hustle, but he has the wrong attitude. Facts. Awfully brave, he wouldn't be able to do what he has done in Chicago or Detroit. Yeah, it's a lot of times these little small time cats that ain't never really been nowhere like that. And I ain't gonna talk about the remark he made in Philly, but he don't know Philly. I used to hang there. I got friends there. He don't know Philly enough to say what he said. Man, you Greensboro, North Carolina, man, they'll eat you alive out there. Talking about they know not to say, they knew not to say nothing to you. They can tell by how you was looking. Man, you out your mind. You would be a roasted pig in the middle of a dinner plate surrounded by grapes and apples and things of this. You know they had a pig on the platter with the apple in his mouth. That'll be you out here. You think you invincible. You better sit your 50-year-old ass down somewhere before somebody do something to you. Because you really ain't trying to do no time. Your actions running up in that office, telling on these folks, getting everybody locked up, it's on the paperwork. Your actions prove that. You ain't trying to go to jail. So you definitely ain't finna hurt nothing and have to get no L and have to take no L in that box. You definitely ain't about to do that. Let me cut this off because I'm tired of these alerts making this noise. But you definitely ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? So don't get on here and get to talking like no tough guy, real ninjas, this and that. How would you know? Stop tooting your own horn, bro. We need the streets of Greensboro to get in here and say you real. We don't need the streets of Greensboro can't come in here and say nothing because what you did in the past, even if you was once considered to be a real ninja, like you say, that's erased. Once you get up and you provide that extensive information on other matters, like that paper said, that when that box was checked off, that's why they dismissed your charges, that's out the window. Well, no matter what you might have been or done, what your aspirations may have been in the streets or your goals, and if you reach them, all that is null and void and erased now that you did that. So don't get on here talking that. You just trying to get somebody off your neck. Appreciate that, Connect Electric. Thank you for coming through. About to be Jimmy Hoffa. Right. Ghost and VC really want to trade places. VC wants to be a street ninja and Ghost wants to be a smart ninja. I think VC just trying to benefit all he can. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't gonna get much money dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? VC, tell him you did a rap battle on my channel. You did a rap battle in my channel, and that rap battle that you did on my channel was paid you what 3 or 4 of your videos for him would pay you, and you know that to be true because we spoke about it in an interview. That one battle you did was worth 3 or 4 of his videos. You could make more money not messing with him. Somebody just came in there and asked you to do an interview and said they'll pay you. You wasting time if you ask me. But I just know he trying to, keep his channel moving, and he feel like attaching to him is going to do that. Excuse me. The only way it's going to work is if he get off his high horse and stop being a hater, because he really a hater. A real ninja want to see they people win. You say he your friend, you say he your homeboy. A real ninja want to see they friends and they homeboys win and come up and try to help them be in the best position that they can possibly put them in. Jay-Z signed Memphis Bleak to a record label. Plenty of other rappers signed their friends to record labels, gave them positions, executive positions with no experience, and taught them the game and put them on. So if you're gonna help him for real. If he your homeboy, help him. I don't see him being your homeboy and you ain't trying to make him shake that habit. Because you don't want him to exceed you. You don't want nobody to go over you. That's a hater, bro. He's been working way before 2020. Oh yeah, Sean Odom, salute. He's an experienced worker. He ain't no Johnny come lately. He been doing this. His nickname in Greensboro is Testify. Then get on there, real right and uncut, real ninjas. This don't throw no subliminals over this way. You don't. I don't need you to say my name. I don't even want my name really associated with you. That's why I call you what I want to call you, Gregry. You know what I'm saying? But be lucky you getting some promotion out the deal because you need it. Congrats if VC on getting monetized. Keep doing your thing. I'm back in the cut. It's funny he was saying alpha men don't have to talk, but kept saying he was an alpha, top alpha at that. He ain't no damn alpha. He talk the talk, but he don't walk the walk. And stop calling yourself an alpha. Let everybody else call you the alpha. Anybody can say anything about they self. Yeah. I'm the biggest kingpin slash mastermind slash in the world. What that mean? Your actions got to show it. You ain't no alpha just because you talk hard to people who, and just because but you got picks and chooses with them. You talk hard and talk tough to people that you know ain't gonna fight you back or do nothing. You got picks and chooses, but you don't. If you really was who you say you was, you would talk to anybody like that. But you know better. You do got enough experience in life to know that somebody park you for talking crazy. You ain't gonna talk crazy to anybody. Talking about alpha. Yeah, I forgot about that part. You ain't no alpha. Self-proclaimed. I don't see nothing alpha about you. I see more feminine in you than anything. You act like a chick out here. Hit the like button. Double tap on the screen. 16 on the eyes. No, 35 on the eyes. 16 like. Let me at least get 20, 22. Don't do me like that. He would have took him with him to get a pedicure if he was really homeboy. Yeah, all these people talking about, oh, you my partner. You my partner. Ain't done nothing for your so-called partners, but help keep them in the position that they in, facilitate negative ways and behavior. He trying to use reverse psychology and pimp on this man and make him think he doing something, and knowing that VC smarter than he is, so he think he fooling VC. He trying to nah, that man he really want to get back to where he at. He just caught up in the round robin. It's a carousel. You know what I'm saying? And you know that. So why are you telling him, oh man, man, don't be worrying about that, man. Hey, you ain't don't think you bad off and don't think your life messed up, man. Plenty of people get what kind of advice is that? To tell somebody who in that position that's trying to get back, shake back, and glow back up. What kind of advice is that? Anybody telling you something like that, you better watch out. You better beware. That's like telling somebody who don't know no better, hey man, it's okay to just walk out in the middle of the street. You ain't got to look both ways. It don't matter if a car coming in or not. You gonna be all right. Like what is your goal with him? What you trying to see him not be here no more? You be coming and going. At 1 second you will tell him, hey, man, you need to get your stuff together. Then you turn around and tell him, man, plenty of people do that. Plenty, man, you all right. Plenty of people, man, you popping. Like, come on, man, stop. What is you doing? This is why you's a clown, bro. This is why you getting clown. That's why everybody talking about you the way they talking about you. This ain't coming out of nowhere. Do you co-sign your behavior? Put G2 in VC spot. And how would you feel if somebody was in your spot and telling your son that? You don't know. Karma come in various different ways, bro. You better know. That could be your son. Do you want somebody around him telling him that's older than him, supposed to have more sense than him, calling themselves his friend, using him, abusing him? And he ain't the only one you do that with. You gonna pay for that, bro. You can't tell your way out of every situation. think he has Mike under the, quite possibly. Because he definitely throwing him under the bus. You got this man on here wearing gloves. You got people saying stuff they ain't supposed to be saying, knowing this man is on probation or whatever he on, and still posting up stuff that can jeopardize him. But that's your partner. If he gets VC out the way, he can move in with VC mother. I don't, yeah, that too. That's your partner, but you talking to his mom in a certain type of way. I don't care if she with it. That's still your partner. So if that's your partner, you don't flirt with or talk in no certain type of way with your partner mother. This dude don't live by no rules. He ain't got no morals and no real ninjas got morals and principles and don't just be doing anything out here. It's something called proper behavior and decor and everything like that. What are you doing, bro? You just do anything. You is totally not to be trusted. You the definition of a snake. Yeah, yeah. He doing everything. It's getting more and more scripted. He tried to hide stuff. He tried to hide at the same time. He don't know what he want. He like the attention that is getting him and is keeping him afloat and keeping some interest in his channel. Because his channel, you are not Marcus. Marcus is still growing. You've been stuck with that little 96 for a while. You've been stuck in that same area for a while. Your channel ain't growing like it was, bro. And you trying to keep interest going. You don't know what you want to do. You don't want nobody talking about you, but you doing things for them to talking about you. You done started scripting too many of these episodes. Like seeing a Bigfoot. Good morning. What's up, Victoria? How you doing? Mike knows what he's moving, but he don't wear a mask, so it defeats the purpose. Right. The way he moves in the streets let me know he was in PC while he was in prison. He be listening to this because every time you say something, he'll do something that's like in line with what was just being said. Like he heard me on here saying that when he was on there with that young boy, all them prisons that he said he was in wasn't no Fed prisons. And lately he was talking about, oh, I was in what did he say? Was he in Lewisburg or whatever? He started naming Fed prisons. Everyone he said was a Fed prison. You ain't did nothing but heard what I said and you tried to clear that up. No, you did a video with one of them young boys probably over a year ago, and you was named, oh, I was over here, I was over here, I was over, and none of them was Fed jails. Stop lying, bro. I ain't saying you ain't been there, but something ain't right. Something ain't right somewhere. Yeah, you be listening to this. Then you throw us subliminals. I know you paid attention very well. You paid attention very well. Because you getting stuck over here. You getting stuck over here. This ain't the ordinary reaction. You feel threatened by the reactions that come from up here. Get in the middle of the street behind it. Like I said, that's what real ninjas do. Yeah, he ain't doing that, but getting people hands dirty. So, because he think they did so he think they can't turn and tell on him and get him in some trouble. Yeah, you already think that's a badge of honor. Yeah, you been down. Why you don't want VC to come back up and glow up? You been down and you came back and you doing okay for yourself now. You was down. If what you say is true, what's up, Lisa? He talks like doing jail time or something to be. Yeah, that's how you know somebody's stupid when they praise and think that being in jail is a badge of honor. Doing time is you a failure in the streets. You done a stretch like that. You failed because whatever you was able to do in the streets. So I don't care how much money you accomplished. I don't care if you had diamonds and gold and a big house. If you wasn't never that, but if you was a real time big kingpin, that's never worth 20 years of life that you can't get back. So just the way you talk and show that you a child in the mind, you think that that's something you keep talking about that. We don't care about that. We done heard that a million times, bro. That's nothing. That's nothing. If you really did 20 years fed or state, you were down at that moment. You had to come out and bounce back. So I guarantee you, you wasn't thinking you was the man in them 20 years you was there. You was wishing you wasn't there. And you was down. I used to have this. I used to be like this. I used to be like that. You was talking about what days you felt like was your glory days. So in order for you to feel like something, you had to get back out here and do it again or accomplish something for yourself again. Get some money then. Have some success then in life. We ain't fortunate enough to be up all our lives, but we definitely want to be able to, if we lucky, to go out on top or have good moments and good success and glow up at points in your life even after you have falls. So stop telling this man that he doing something good. He trying to shake back. He know he need to change what he need to change. So you gotta think he clearly smarter than you. You have to think that you smarter than him in order to be telling him that like he's stupid. Yeah, he was living in a hotel. He been down. You had to bounce back. So stop trying to con him out of bouncing back so he could be uh in your service, so he can serve you or help serve your purposes and help you out. You trying to use these people and stand on them for your benefit. Yeah, baby Baba was keeping above. Them cars they did his day. Them cars they did his day. Everything. A lot of what he got is come from other people. Real ninjas. Real ninjas don't hide their children. Real ninjas claim all their children. Real ninjas don't get their kids $25 in child support. Talking about real ninja, this and that. Don't throw no subliminals this way. Everywhere he went, Sean. Everywhere he went, every motel he was at, staying at, filming at, shut down. You ain't doing that, but over there. That's why you got they took that time off of you. You ain't doing that, but over there, taping them people and getting information from them people and taking it back. That's all you doing. You ain't fooling nobody. You ain't fooling nobody. Double tap on the screen. Big IV, big four by the people for the people. They see you. Yeah, man. What's wrong with you, bro? I'm sitting there listening to this man and everything. You know what I'm saying? And he telling this man some straight BS. And all of it is design. All of it is reverse psychology. You really don't care about. You don't care about that man. You don't care about nobody. Yeah, on there talking nasty to the man, mama on video in front of the whole world. Yeah, and she's 60 something years old. I'm like, you just ain't got no type of morals and principles about yourself. You's a nasty bro. I'm telling you, bro. I hope you don't got no daughters. Plenty are punished because of the sins of their mothers and fathers. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was told when I was young, God will try to reach you through uh uh your loved ones and people who you love. You know what I'm saying? He only talks about one child if he doesn't have any more, but on her giving people parenting advice. He can't give advice on nothing. You exactly right, Lorraine. He can't give it. Who are you to give somebody advice? The stuff like the stuff I like. You think you be giving game and dropping some game and knowledge. The stuff I hear you that saying to people be common sense stuff. You know what I'm saying? But VC, the only one that you try to make him seem like he popping in his position. Out of all the ones you deal with, you don't talk to Mike like, oh, Magic Mike, you okay? You pop. You might do it in a joking way, but not seriously. Oh, you pop. You need VC. You need him to keep bringing them people through there. You need him to keep bringing you interviewees. You just wasn't messing with him. The moment he get to the point where he could find somebody else to function as VC has functioned in order for him to benefit, VC gonna see the real deal then. That's why I said I've been telling VC you don't need him, bro. I don't know. He just feel like, man, look, all this time, this man got 96.6 subs last time I checked, and you got 1,000 and something or 2,000, whatever you got. If all this time, if ain't no sizable chunk of them subs have come to you by now, you might as well do your own thing and rock your own show. You going on there and people is subscribing and messing with you. You having more success on your own. The hell with that chump change. Right. Like he talked to VC, I was right. I wish somebody was speaking about Baba like that and got about had my brother on camera. Yeah, you crazy. I don't care if she was with it. And you supposed to be you say you my homeboy. Oh, you my partner. Oh, you my partner, man. And all this, man, get your stupid, man, this dude crazy, bro. Two cars that aren't in his name are either borrowed or leased. Right. Right. He like to fake it till he make it. He a fake it till he make it type of guy. He like the like many people, he like to look like he got motion instead of having it. You ain't living like you trying to look. That even that little house that you tried to go live with Amy in and Flash, it's speculation on whether that's even yours. And it's just a average little house. That ain't no, like, you know what I'm saying? But to you, you know what I'm saying? That's how you could tell when a person has really had something before. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. All of them on the channel is stuck in that addiction loop. And that's the thing. We quickly see anytime something go wrong that none of these people really like him. They don't like him. I know Joel. Yeah, Joel can't stand Joel. He say stuff to Joel. Joel don't even respond. Joel won't even turn and look at him in his face. Disrespecting that man 70 something years old. That's why I said everything he do, he ain't got no type of principles or morals about himself. That man 70 something years old. Disrespecting that man. Don't even got enough empathy to see what Hollywood going through with his health. You still over there trying to start running with that same, oh, Katie doing it. Katie talking Katie talking to the door and got Mike Ryan here. Katie doing everything. Hollywood. All right, man, sit your dumb man. Look, letting the world know he bought that from Hollywood. That landscaping company truck was in the background. I want to know how is he getting around YouTube income and have zero income for child support? Yeah, because ain't nobody reported it on him. All it takes is for somebody to call. Ain't nobody reported him for it. That's what it is. If they get the dipping in that check right, he'll quit YouTube. Champagne tastes with beer money. Exactly. Double tap on the screen. 32 on the odds, man. And only 23 on the likes. Let me at least get 28. That's what they say, stovepipe. That crib with Airbnb. He had no family photos or nothing. The crib looked already furnished. The icing on the cake for me was when he showed a dinosaur skull state. And talking about, didn't he say that his son bed or that little bed? Did he say it was $10,000? Something he said or something very elementary. I wouldn't be surprised if Joel and Hollywood, Crystal and KD end up setting them up. Somebody gonna get him. His lick coming. You bark my words. I done see too many people get they just do. You know what I'm saying? Get what's coming to him. His definitely coming. That's who he better watch because it'll be who he least expect. You think much as KD run her mouth, especially when they off that Coca-Cola, you know what I'm saying? They be running all kind of mouth. And much as she run her mouth and won't shut up, she won't even let him do an interview. She be talking the whole time in the background. Everybody know his business. It's gonna be who he least expect that's gonna get him. And you ain't gonna be able to tell on enough people. You know what I'm saying? Has zero evidence to show stovepipe. Oh, I didn't know that. She took him to court. He might be. Looks like he lost weight. That channel might be in somebody else's name. Man, Gregory was on Ozempic. Ozempic Gregory. Y'all didn't know that? Yeah, he on Ozempic. Yeah, but Joel might be the one turn you in. You think Joel don't know everything? Yeah, all he cares about is material. Right. A 50-year-old man jumping out the car talking about, huh? Huh? Talking about, huh? Got on them J's, huh? You still impressed with Jordans? Bro, you still impressed with? I had my first Jordans when I was less than 10 years old. I probably was about 5 or 6 when man, Jordan's been around forever. I got on them J's. Like, that ain't that. So, so, I just gave away. I sent my brother, my oldest brother, some Jordans, because I only wore them once. I got another pair of Jordans just sitting around that I only wore like twice. Even when I get it, like, man, who cares about Jordans? Like, that's something. That's something to you. That's and he gave VC them little wore out red Jordans and didn't want to take them back. He on camera talking about, I gave you out here, showing yourself, giving them some Jordans, giving him some, just trying to take them back. And they old. Yeah. White girl, he been sweating, think he call her Biggie. Right. He in love with them. Oh, y'all in here? How about y'all charge for the threesome? That's what I heard him ask. Now he was in there with that one girl talking about, y'all think I need the trick? Y'all think I need to do this and that? Yeah, she confronted you. She encountered you like that because she know you a trick. The streets talk. You think she don't know what you do? You can get on camera and say that all you want to. The proof is in the pudding. You think I need to? Yeah, you do, because it has come out that that's what you do. Your baby mama is one of them. You know that. Makes him because his channel, his accounts are pro. Right. He probably got the YouTube in somebody else's name. One thing I'm glad about is I hear you say, "Oh, you want somebody," and then you tried to say, "Oh, at the beginning I was really trying to help, but now I just want the buddy." There, yeah. Well, we been knew that. I'm glad you can at least be honest about that. That you just doing this for the money, but stop pretending. No pretend. You ain't fooling nobody. Yeah, somebody gonna get him. You watch what I'm saying. He think he's smart. He think he is pulling off a genius move or act. You know what I'm saying? This is not no genius activity here. Joel know everything. That's who know everything. Much as KD talk, that little crew over there, they know all the business. He closer to them than anybody because he confide in them. Trust me, they know all VC business and everybody else business on the channel. People been saying that Joel be stuck. I don't think Joel be stuck. I think Joel just don't like him, and Joel don't acknowledge him. You know what I'm saying? So I think Joel, he be talking to Joel. Joel won't even look over at him. Joel be looking forward. Joel don't even want to talk to him. He don't like him. Crackheads are wearing Jordans, right? Joel ain't sleeping good, running behind KD and Mike. Yeah. Yeah, she done took Joel down. Joel in general, Joel don't even look right. Joel been looking wore out now for like over a year. I remember when I first was seeing him over there at the house, he definitely stopped liking Gregory because Joel used to be smiling now Joel don't even smile. He chuckled this last video for the first time in a while. Joel don't even smile at him no more. Joel don't even look at him. or nothing. Joel don't want nothing to do with him. He just forced to deal with him through KD. And I don't know what he think, what he see in her, or who he thinks she's supposed to be. But a lot of times when men get that age, they just want a companion. You know what I'm saying? He just wants somebody. And that's probably all that's available to him. When somebody get that old, man, if they ain't rich, they can't really, like, he ain't no young man. He can't get out here and really, you know what I'm saying? That's prime time action to him. He probably thinks she a supermodel in his eye. He's 70 something years old. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't the way to go out in your older years, Joel. Trust me. Cause she ain't about nothing either. She don't care about nobody either. She's self-serving. She just like him. She just like Gregry, just with a habit. If she wasn't, all she do is get over on people. If she what didn't have a habit and didn't need money from him, and she was out here sober, she'd be moving just like him. You know what I'm saying? Because morals is more. She ain't got no morality in herself either. When some men go to prison young and do 10 years or more, they come out with the same mentality. They are stuck on the year they went in. Facts. He got a baby. Yeah, yeah. The kid that the daughter that he hiding, and there's rumors out here that he got another one on the way, or he just had that's from a lady of the night. But yeah, the girl that he don't show, that he paying that little $25 for, that's from a streetwalker. We ain't saying this to him for nothing. And I guess he ashamed of the child mother and ashamed of the child. You only see him going around with the little boy. Why? Why? Okay, I'm a guess if you that house got to have at least 3 to 4 rooms in it. Why the girl ain't got no room done up in the house? You got your son with a room in the house. Why the girl don't got one? Arrested Development, right? He brought Amy back out of hiding. Yeah, I didn't watch that yet, but I just seen it. He did that because we've been saying where Amy at. He been doing that because it was times I'll comment like, where Peasy at? Go get Peasy. And I keep saying it in comments, and then next thing you know, he'll pop up on a video with Peasy. But he claimed he don't watch it. He don't pay attention to so much stuff. He watch. We really control his moves. His whole channel now is full of scripted stuff. He faking the channel now, and that's the worst thing you could be doing with an already declining channel is to start trying to script it, and you just gonna turn off and alienate even more of your fan base. But they can come over here with Big IV, Big Four, by the people for the people. We don't run on no script over here. This is straight blood raw. Yeah, they own him. Yeah, she probably back out there, man. She probably back out there, Tanja. Hope I said your name right. Joel is the only OG. They're telling all his business at the rally meetings. Marley is the one they better watch. Yeah. I'm still, let me say this so he can go hunt her up. I'm still wondering where Beretta at. Something happened there. Something happened there. And then you I done heard him say on videos about Beretta. Double tap on the screen. I done heard him say on videos about Beretta. Oh, Beretta be over there on my Martin Luther King. Okay, you know where she at. Go find her, interview her. What happened there? You keeping that one under wraps. Joel has more common sense than the whole bunch, right? He do. The only way he messing up is fooling with KD. She gonna draw that man in the early grave. Looking more and more like Granny clamping in the face. Salute, Coco. Rochelle's the one that's gonna take him down. Right, KD a trick for Joel. Joel feel like he has a pet dog in KD. Mm. No, well, that'd be likewise, because that's what she feel like she got in him. What's up, Rodney B? Salute to Rodney B. Old chump. Don't sleep on Marquisha telling I remember a video where he pressed her about recording his phone call. Did you ever see that post? I don't know. I think I might have missed that one. That's why they get along. They both narcissists, right? Sure is. Marley more street than she gets credit, but She rocks with YNs too. Once you start being authentic, it's a wrap. Wow. Yeah. If they your partners, bring all your partners to your house. Bring all your partners to your house and throw a barbecue for them. They ought to be able to eat free. You know what I'm saying? Bring them over to your house. Your partners. We want to see your partner VC, your partner Hollywood, and all them at your house. I just started with very little subscribers, and he hopped on my comment and said, "I saw what you said about me." I said, "Which time?" Oh yeah, yeah. You know, I'm telling you, be watching, man. Man, go Gregory be capping, man. She might be pregnant. Beretta is. Oh yeah, Beretta is locked up. But from what I understand, uh because you said that last time, and behind the scenes, I spoke with somebody. She was even before she got locked up. She ain't been on there. PJ, what's up? Y'all go check out PJ the God STL. Do me a favor and go over there and sub to PJ if you can. You know what I'm saying? Remind me of Ace Ventura. KD looked like she smelled like old liquor and knew he done told her that she stinking and smelled like alcohol. And then all them teeth rotted, so you know that mouth is paying off. That mouth is kicking like Bruce Lee, Van Damme, and everybody else. Steven Seagal, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and everybody else. Them rotten teeth in that mouth. I know that breath smell like garbage. They all going to the beach when it's timeshare presentation renewed. Okay, okay, PJ, salute, appreciate you. Yep, that mouth is funky. Yep. Yeah, man. So don't don't be jumping on her talking about no real ninja. This he trying to throw a subliminal. He talking about me, and he talking about me. You know what I'm saying? He don't like this, but he love it at the same time. He love it at the same time. He couldn't barbecue with them because his tummy is weak for their germs, but he's a prison thug. Yeah, like his stomach's so sick. But you right, Miss Janet. You sat up in jail for 20 years and smelt people feet, ass, and everything else. Just make a living out of dissing these people right in their face. He on there telling VC, "Oh, I ain't finna eat my food cause I don't want the smell to get in my plate." And I ain't, oh man, you need all this and that. Just at the same praising them and playing them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? He like to see people down because you know that's it take a certain type of person to he need people to be down in order to feel like he up. He one of them type of people. He happy if anybody in his life is beneath him because that make him feel like he doing something. So he want to feel like he doing something. That's why he don't want. If VC can have a successful YouTube channel, if all his people can get clean and have successful YouTube channels or just success in life in general, then what he is doing feels like nothing. He feel like he has really accomplished something in life because he done had some success on YouTube. He needs them down in order to feel like he up. So somebody like that will constantly put people down or try to keep people down or try to take people down that they feel like is up higher than them. But you watch what I tell you. You watch what I tell you. Something coming for him. Something coming for him. If he don't change the way he moving and the way he rocking, something coming his way. You know what I'm saying? I just hope he lived through it and can learn from it. And in his later years Cause he's 50 years old, approaching 50. What is he? 49, 50. In his later years, he'll know how to conduct himself and live a life that's worth living. Always in other people's relationship and say, right, right, right. Instigating. He don't care any as long as he can get a few views off something. He don't care what he do. Money ain't everything, man. I ain't just gonna do anything for money. You know what I'm saying? He'll do anything for $1 because without the perceived success via material things like them leased and finance or leased vehicles and this YouTube channel, he feels like nothing about himself. He don't feel good about himself. You know what I'm saying? I know what I look like. I know I ain't no ugly person. I don't need to put cameras up and take angles of myself like these women do. He holding the camera up, stroking his face and trying to look seductive and poking out his lips like these women do. You know what I'm saying? Everything you do, like I said, man, hey, go sit on a vanity somewhere and some booty shorts. That's your next move. Once you get to do, I don't see no dude on the internet be doing that. Yep. Go find you a vanity, bro. Hmm. Yeah, but man, like that's crazy to hear. Like so, and like I told somebody before, he ain't got sense enough to prove us wrong. The same stuff that we say about him, that he claim everybody just attacking him and judging him and hating on him, he do it time and time again. Sitting there telling this man trying to shake back, he just caught up in his addiction, and you sitting there trying to tell him he doing good and he popping and he are nah, man. Tell him the truth, cause he already know anyway. He said it himself. He just trying to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Cause you got some people out here that got addictions and they ain't trying to. I done heard people with addictions that said they ain't trying to get better. They ain't trying to do better. They ain't trying to stop. They just have accepted that position and that's where they gonna be, and they don't care nothing about it. And that's when you get to hear things. You get to hearing things from addicts like, well, everybody on something. Well, everybody. Well, you gonna die anyway. Well, hey, that ain't none of that stuff. That's what happens when people just don't care. But at least he has the ability to know and express, I'm down right now and I'm gonna shake back and I'm gonna bounce back. And expressing that he wants to do it. That's a start. So the last thing he need is somebody in his ear that's enabling him and co-signing what he doing and telling him he doing the right thing. And you only doing it so he won't psychoanalyze and keep evaluating himself and looking at himself in the mirror and his situation. Because the more he do it along over time, the more he gonna get tired of it, and the higher the likelihood it is that he gonna get up and bounce back and shake back from the position he in. And that's what you don't want because you need him. Right, right. Them vehicles ain't in his name. Them vehicles is not in his name. To a real woman, men that act like him are an instant turn on. Right. To a real woman, because trust me, a person like that don't know real woman. You right. Don't know real woman like no dude like that, especially at that age. They ain't even going to deal with him. That's an immature female that would even give him the time of day. Because you are a huge. You think you successful, but you are a huge joke in life. If you was in your teens, I heard him talking about Tyson. Oh, we were 13, 14 doing this. So you 50 now. So this is nearly 40 years. You are hugely unsuccessful. If you started doing this at 13 and 14 years old, and it led you to being in a box for 20 years, and you got out and had to return to that, and you still doing that now, you have been hugely unsuccessful. We call that a clown. I grew up hearing people say, if you still doing it, you should be you a career, that's your career profession. You should be rich. Take that money and get you an 18 wheeler or something. Get you something that can bring you in something legit. Open up I don't care if you're just selling wings and fries. You know what I'm saying? Go open up you a little restaurant or something. Open up, go do something with the money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nowhere in the world I'll be accepting of that. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't trying to go to jail, so you must plan. Okay, I'm just gonna tell. I'm just gonna sit around and tell on everybody. Mm-hmm. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna sit around and tell. You really lazy and you ain't got the hustle and grind. You ain't no real hustler, because if you're a real hustler, you're gonna try to get some money any kind of way you can. The end all and be all, the people, the dudes who ain't hustlers, then that particular profession is the end all be all. And that's where you get these old dudes in the hood. A lot of them end up being addicts themselves that started off like that and might have had some glory days or did good in that game. And then all they got is to sit around and talk about what they used to have. That's one of the saddest things in life, to see someone sitting around talking about how what they used to have, what they used to do. I remember I used to be, I did da. Everything is the past. Used to be. It's an ED. Everything in the past tense. No, do it now. Do it now. Somebody leave a comment. Somebody write something. I hope my chat didn't freeze up. I know that happened from time to time on YouTube. I did an interview and then I was doing the interview and the chat stopped. I know that happens sometimes. I may have to go out and come back in, because I don't want to be on here just talking and not interacting with people. I don't want y'all, because sometimes these chats will freeze up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's not about what you did, it's about what you doing now. Ain't no used to be. Yeah, right, right. There we go. Yeah, yeah. That's the saddest thing in the world, to hear somebody talking about they past and you still talking about that. I got a bunch of people I grew up with, I went to school with. They still talking about high school football like they was all American Heisman like material. I'm like, man, y'all still talking about Pop Warner and who was good in Pop Warner and who was good in high, man. So what? You know what I'm saying? Stop living in the past. You don't never. If you living in the past, it's no way you living now. You can't. You can't. You can't live your life to the fullest extent, worried about what you did yesterday. Like I said, what I do today is only good until 12 p.m., 12 a.m., midnight, and after that, it's a new day. After that, it's a new day. What I do today don't matter no more once that clock strikes 12 a.m. What you used to do, how you used to get money, how many women you used to have, what cars you had. Oh, I done had all kind of car. I done had all kind of money. I used to do this. I used to do that. Do it now, man. If you really that guy, do it now. Do it now. Live now. We living in the present. Be the man today and wake up and still be the man tomorrow and every day after that. And since that's so important to you, yeah, don't ever get caught in. That's my message to VC. Don't ever get caught up in what you used to be. Everybody know what you used to be. You did it on the internet. You had it up on the internet. People saw it. You trying to bounce back now. Don't let that dude hold you back, because he trying to keep you where you at. He like you being where you at, and he coming. That's the devil himself. Snakes are come in all disguises. The devil presented himself as a friend, and what he told, oh, go over there and eat that apple. Go over there and do that. That's that snakes. That's what a snake is. Snakes originally had feet. That mean they can walk. Snakes walk amongst us every day, and you got one right around you that's definitely trying to make sure you keep running to that tree, eating apple after apple after apple. I'm telling you, right? You should have something to show for it now. But like I said, it's ups and downs. You can lose everything. I remember it was a time where I was outside, and I for a short time I was homeless. I bounced back and did real good for myself. You know what I'm saying? I done had it's always valleys and peaks. I've had ups and downs. I've done good and I've had times where I struggled. But a testament to who I am was being able to bounce back from it every time. I done been through a lot of stuff and it don't break me. Don't let nothing break you, bro. And definitely don't be no crash dummy and let someone who less intelligent than you, VC, because he ain't smarter than you. Don't let nobody that less intelligent than you send you. Don't let no substance control you. Because everything you lived in your younger years, everything you accomplished, everything you proud of was for nothing if you can't shake back. You can't you got to make it right. It's up to you to make this thing right. It ain't gonna be right until you make it right. Ain't nobody gonna help you right, especially help you make it right, especially nobody like that, because he don't want you to make it right. Sitting there telling the man, oh, tell him, talk your shit, tell him, VC, tell him, man, plenty of people get high, man, people getting high doing all kind of stuff, lawyers and doctor, man, successful people, yeah, okay then, the same stuff you passing out, go ahead and cook it and put it in the stem and hit it yourself, why you ain't on it, because you smart enough to have sat and watched what it did to everybody else around you. Would you tell your son that? Tell your son that now. Go to G2 and say, "Hey son, I'm gonna start you to smoking. I want you to be somebody." You wouldn't do that. That's crazy. So what you telling him is crazy. But that's your partner. That's your homie. That's your friend. He just mad. He mad because everybody on his neck. Real ninja don't do this and real ninja don't do that. You just want people to get off your neck on this internet. Yep. I guess a real ninja at the DA office. You going to get them people coffee and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Them folks sending you on store runs and everything else. You work for the government, dog. You got a government job off the books. He might be a paid informant. They probably send him money. He probably get a check from them. Cause you're right. How you on paying $25 a month child support with a YouTube channel that's supposed that channel probably in somebody else's name and he just on it doing all the work and they giving him the money. I pay. I wonder is he paying taxes off his YouTube money? Yeah. Get in the middle of the street behind it if you don't like it. Get in the middle of the street. Yeah, everybody who he said was his friends, just from the few minutes he had him on camera, you can tell that they more honorable than he is. Tyson talking about, man, I'm trying to get my grandkids ready to play football. He trying to ready them to do something positive. I'm trying to get my grandkids to pay ready to play football. All these people out here, this is happening, and da 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 da. He talked with way more sense than you talk. You talk like a little kid. Everything you say is little boy stuff. Yep. But the chickens will continue to come to roost, not just here on this internet. They gonna come to roost for real, bro. Yeah, if you in a position where you could have been a angel in somebody's life. God put you around these people to help them. Maybe your intentions was real at one point. He put you there to help them, but but like, hey, a f up can't do nothing right. You know what I'm saying? Person with devil in their heart can't do nothing right, bro. So you just there to contribute to their decline. Several people. That's crazy. Yep. Why are you asking them women? Why are you going in there asking them women how much? I'm not even finna be asking them how much for a threesome. Oh, look at this here. Look, oh, they got on. Look at these shorts, and look, he just blatantly like, man. Let me tell you something. Ain't no man who don't deal with those with women like that about to even be saying that stuff to them, because you know how they gonna take it. You think they ain't gonna go and spread that and talk about that? You can't say you joking. If you really wasn't trying to deal with them type of females, you ain't gonna even play like that in your town. He quite comfortable doing it, and he doing it on camera because he been doing that. That's what he known for. And there's probably several others out there that's like that. You ain't nothing but a John boy. You's a John. You a John boy. You ain't nothing but a John, bro. You a John. You a stool pigeon. You know what I'm saying? And other things of this nature. You's an unsavory character out here on these streets. Hmm. Right. That's what I was just telling them not long ago, Victoria. The latest one, I somebody came here and said that he got a kid on the way not too long ago, or just had one or something, and it's another lady other than that. He hiding them. This is what he do. Now you comfortable enough to you know, get with these women that's in that line of profession, and not protect yourself, and have kids. That's gonna be another head baby. You remember them movies and cartoons back in the day? Them babies would be on the doorstep of an orphanage in a basket. He that type of dude. He'd be done dropped his kid off. If they mothers wasn't alive, and he'd be done dropped them kids off somewhere. He the type that'll put his kid up for adoption because he's selfish like that. Oh, I'm gonna have to spend money. I'm gonna have to give him money. You know what I'm saying? How you go up and get put on $25 child support? You definitely ain't taking care of your kids. What is it about the boy? Maybe the little boy mama ain't no lady of the night. That's the only reason I could think of why you'll do the other kids like that. Yep. Show us a room, since you got so much to say. Show us a room in the house. Go in that house and show us a room in there that's dedicated to the little girl. I won't say nothing else about it. Make one for her, since you claim you paid $10,000 for his bed, entertainment center setup, gaming bed, or whatever that is. Go get another room of that house, and make it up for that little girl. Let her come over there. Why you won't let the little girl come over there? So she gonna have to be without a father or a reasonable one, but just because you can't live with your actions and what you've done, you would be better off just being like, look, uh, me and her make up a lie. You make up a lie about everything else. Why don't you just be in the child life and just say, hey, she had a habit, but we became attracted to each other. We saw eye and eye on a lot of things, and we had a lot in common. And one thing led to another, and it led to another thing and another thing, and bang. You know what I'm saying? But don't try to keep nobody in the shadows. Why you keeping a kid in the shadow? The little boy been on the camera with you. Oh, been in the car ride with you. We going here. Just proud of him. Why? What's up with the other kid? Since you got so much to say about everybody else kids, how they taking care of their kids and their relationships, you ain't even in one. You couldn't be in a relationship. You too selfish. OG Digital. Y'all go check out OG Digital Dre. OG Digital Dre in the building. Yeah, don't throw no subliminal this way, bro. And VC also don't let him have you to just like I'm glad he stopped you. Don't even have him have you talking about nobody and addressing nobody on here. You know what I'm saying? Cause he mad. He really wanted you to do the talking because he wanted to middle finger and say F you to everybody. So he was loving that you was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Cause if something jump off, he ain't gonna help you. He ain't gonna help you. Something kick off, it's like you had the issue with KB. You know what I'm saying? That's his real so-called partner. Why he didn't tell him, hey man, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? He probably knew it was gonna happen. Yep. He ain't going to help you. He got picks and chooses. When he was over there, who he was over there with that time that he said he knew it was another addict that he was over there talking to that he knew from growing up, and then somebody pulled up in the car and he cut the camera off and cut it back on, to saying he had knocked him out and all this and that. But you could tell he don't do nothing but enforce enforce upon and be aggressive with people that he know won't do the same thing to him. Trying to expose Rob and Brandon and who they're with. They should expose. He always doing that. He always doing that. He keep drama going with Rob and Lisa. Not to say like relationship is relationship. Not to say they might not have their own issues, but he has instigated a lot between them. I've seen it. KD and Hollywood relationship seemed like it got worse and worse since he been in the picture, because she definitely feels emboldened and she definitely feels uh you know motivated to disrespect Hollywood whenever he around. Because if you listen to her stories, many of her stories be like, "Oh, Hollywood was acting like this toward me. I had to leave." Now it ain't nowhere in the world you that scared of Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Cause you disrespect him constantly, but you doing it cause he around. But when he ain't around and Hollywood acting like that towards you, you always leave. You get away from the situation. So it's like he ain't doing nothing, but his presence is putting. You see, they'll start arguing. Hey man, he be trying to get mad at Hollywood and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Even though it ain't right for them to beat up on each other and fight each other, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He don't really care. He just trying to defend KD. So that I feel like they union and their relationship has deteriorated under him. I feel like that's a point of contention. That's why you see 1 minute she talking bad about Joel, the next minute she showing Joel love, or they going at it. You can tell her and Joel having problems. Everything revolve around him. Got him on the channel talking about people, and then the same people they see and be with every day. VC Rochelle would be at VC house, and you would turn around and do a video with VC and ask him stuff about Rochelle and bring up stuff about Rochelle and get him to talk about Rochelle, and then go right behind that and go right outside the house and interview Rochelle, and then ask her stuff about VC and get her to talk about VC. Now, what you think gonna happen when they get back around each other? That's what probably happened with him and Marley. They've been hanging together. All you do is instigate and keep stuff going. I think Buddy was named Kevin. Okay. Yeah, the more he came around, a lot of their situation got worse. Right. Right. Now somebody that can y'all hear me? I was buffering. Yeah, everybody every situation fall apart that you bring yourself around. Yeah, that's a bad sign right there. That's negative energy right there. I don't even need to ever be around him or be in his presence and hang around him to know, like, because I'm the type of person I'm very observant and intuitive, and I pay attention to everything around me. I wouldn't even conversate with him or nothing because I could feel a bad energy from a mile away. You could tell he ain't right. Yeah, he don't care what happened. He don't care what happened. Going and starting all this stuff, and he going and go deliver information. Something Neek Neek said to Penelope. Something Penelope said to Neek Neek, and you know Neek Neek gonna fight. Like he don't care what happened, and he gonna be right there. Oh, y'all fault. Y'all fault. Why are you beating up on Penelope? Like you knew it was a possibility of that happening because you went and instigated it. Oh, y'all need the box. Anything for views, instigate, instigate stuff. Yeah, like I said, I'll be down there soon, and I'm gonna be live and everything else. Yep, I don't run from nothing. Don't it ain't a ninja breathing out here scare me. And I'd like to meet you. Matter of fact, so yeah, I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna be around. Let me run into some of. I might interview him myself, but they can't come over here. They come over here. They got to give it up. They got to give up the real. Yes, sir. They got to give up the real. Double tap on the screen, man. Hit that like button if you didn't do so already. 10-year citizen. Right. What they call Jim Jones, the oldest YN. He won too. He want to be a YN so bad. He want to be a young boy so bad. All his moves suggest Greensboro will probably be, let me see. I'm in New Jersey. Raleigh probably about 7 hours and some change or something like that. I believe Greensboro might be a little closer. It ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump. I can drive there and drive back home in the same day. It ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump. I might stop through there myself and get me one of them biscuits. Yeah. Yep. The oldest YN on the planet. Good Gregory. Real ninja don't do that. Real ninjas don't do that. Real ninja don't do this here. Real ninja. Man, shut up. Ironically, real ninjas don't do nothing that has to do with what you going through as a result of your actions on this internet. How convenient. Lisa Bougie. Lisa Bowl. How you doing, Lisa? Hopefully I ain't say butcher your name. 35 minutes away, but I went to college there too. Right. He love that little. He ain't never going nowhere. You better stay right where you at. Cause somebody you'll go somewhere and somebody take a chunk out your ass. You better stay right there where you at. He comfortable there. Stool pigeon. Talking about a real ninja. You a stool pigeon. Come on, man. You got some nerve to say the stuff you saying with the work that's out here on you. You talking about what everybody's saying, and everybody say I'm doing this to y'all and doing that. Why ain't you talking the key things that you ducking out of everything that you mentioned? Somebody doing to you or saying something. You is avoiding the talk about the child that you neglecting your kid, um, and not child neglect, but just not being a good father. You ducking the smoke on that. You ducking the smoke on the topic of these ladies of the night, and you paying them for services and having children about them, by them, and you definitely ducking the smoke. That man went on the internet. He posted a short of the paper, but then he doubled down and went on the internet and went to the website and showed it that it was legit. What have you to say about what he put up? You said real ninja, so you calling yourself real. You say real right and uncut. What do you got to say about that? Why is them people lying on you? Did they check that box by mistake? Then you got a lawsuit, because that could be considered defamation of character. Are you not gonna address that? You talking about everything else? You throwing subliminals? Are you going to address that? That man went to the website, had a whole video, typing it in, going in, finding your information, scrolling to the bottom, charges dismissed, different reasons why. The one that was checked off provided information and assistance on other matters. Go to Google, type that in, the definition of what that means legally, and it said you are an informant. You have cooperated. You are a witness. Why you ain't talking about that? That paperwork is legit, bro. That's why I told that dude. I said, you on here trying to talking about he was on his channel talking about, oh, some Marley on some clown. He had a clown emoji channel talking about you and talking about the real. We been. You ain't real. Once you do that, that's yeah. And now whoever I told him, I said, do you stand for that? Is that how you get down? So if you're gonna try to be so street and play this whole street guy, tough guy persona, then it got to align. It got to line up. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that type of stuff on your jacket. So if them people lying on you, I suggest you lawyer up and say, hey, y'all got this on the paper saying this and that, and it's causing me some pain and suffering, and get you a check. You ain't gonna contest that? Are you going to contest that it's paperwork on the internet from them folks that said you provided assistance and that's why your trafficking charges was dismissed? You had possession. That's possession and trafficking. It was on you, undoubtedly, because they wouldn't have charged you with that. You talking like you beat the case. You didn't beat the case. You got the charges dismissed. Talking about God don't play about you. God don't. This ain't that type of party. Like you took it and went head up with them folks, like you took it to trial, and they found out somehow that's possession. So while you talking, I don't care how who get tired of hearing it. While you talking, Haitian Red, what up? While you talking, uh, talk about that. We want to hear go live and talk about that. That'd be the real thing. Despite that, I had the utmost respect for you. If I seen you go live and address it and said, so what? Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. I ain't gonna never stop talking about it. If I ever address you, that's gonna be mentioned until you own it. Fake, wrong, and scripted. Exploit the weak and vulnerable for money. Right. I ain't never seen nothing like this. That's why I said this. We live in peculiar times and funny, odd, and awkward times. You would have never seen someone to be this publicly. Like I remember when I was a kid, you would have never seen someone to be a stool pigeon and be this open and this outward and talking like you. I remember like somebody like once somebody name wasn't good, they had to stop coming around or get quiet or they had to humble themselves. We live in the era now where it's so many unsavory people involved in so much craziness and just like and all kind of stuff. And this is a case of that. This is a stool pigeon, supposedly career street person. That's a clear stool pigeon on here still talking and popping it like he ain't did no type of work, like he ain't told on, like he ain't no stool pigeon. And the whole town know you like that. Anybody deal with you crazy. He takes his audience for fools and idiot. Yeah, everybody. He definitely think he's smarter than what he is too. He is not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I can tell by how he film his videos. But like I said, I ain't gonna. I take that back because I'm starting to believe now he's intentionally throwing people under the bus to keep them from being able to say nothing about him because they already done like what can Mike say with all this stuff on tape? If Mike ever wanted to, you know what I'm saying, engage in his own stool pigeon activities, if he ain't already doing so or already have done so, your hands dirty, you caught out there too. And it's somebody up here posting videos of Mike and KD running around in stores and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and come on now, if Mike doing what he do and KD rolling around with him, you think she ain't assisting? She just her hands dirty too. Her hands dirty too. He ain't doing nothing, but I'm telling you, bro, they can't say nothing at this point. I mean, they can, but their credibility is a lot is shot. It's a lot. It's less impact than what it would have been. He throwing them under the bus right in front of their eyes. Just look at that video, that last video, when they was in that parking lot, and KD went up behind Mike. She was trying to put something in there. He said, "I ain't taking that," and everything. And then Mike had to catch himself and reword something. But just look at Mike's eyes and how he ain't even looking in the camera. He looking at Ghost like, "Hey man," like he making eye contact with him. Like you know what them eyes are saying. Hey bro, like you know, and he still threw it out there. He still threw it out there. But the fact that Mike's still dealing with him, you in bed, you know what I'm saying? You in dead, or is you telling too? One or the other. You know what I'm saying? They finna get down. This bigger than Nino Brown. They is getting down, bro, down there in Greensboro. Imagine Mike. That my partner. That my partner there. Mm-hmm. Huh? Cook Katie. Yep. Throwing them under the bus. That's what I told y'all. Yeah, yeah. Man, it was all that speculation until that paperwork got put out. Everybody like, man, you. I remember people was like, everybody's like, hey, you think y'all think he telling y'all think he did? I'm like, man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling people, like I said, man, them dudes, man. I'm telling you that over 40 still involved in criminal activity, that you got to worry about stool pigeons at any age. But that 40 plus, that 35, 40 plus crowd, oh no, they telling. The verdict still ain't out on Tyson yet. I'm trying to see because Tyson done been caught up several times, and he got a hell of a rap sheet too. I'm trying to see what's going to happen. I'm trying to see what that's happening with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see that, because if he ain't telling, he should be going up the road in a minute. It ain't no way you gonna shake that. He got the same charges, plus other stuff. Receiving stolen property. I think he got a receiving stolen property. You got to watch who you be. You man, listen. You can't even be comfortable. This pat, you got to be, man. Look, I'm telling. This past Saturday, I was with a friend of mine, and he had me to drop him. He was gonna pay me. Hey man, I'll give you some money. Take me to the motel. I'm trying to get me a room or whatever. And we pull up in the parking lot. Police get behind me and tell me, "Oh, you put on your signal at the last minute when you turn." That, you know how motels is, just like the motels Gregry be at. It's all type of activity over there. I'm just dropping somebody off, but it was a BS excuse to pull me over. I'm like, it don't matter, bro. I put my signal on before I made the turn. It was a little, you can go straight or you could take the little jug handle. Probably wouldn't be the popular, but you know what I mean. It was like a little, and you yield right there and look and make sure ain't no cars coming. You stop, and if no cars coming, you proceed. I still put my signal on and stopped and yielded to make sure it wasn't traffic and kept going. So it don't matter if I put my signal on late, or what was I supposed to put it on? A half a mile before I got there. It still was on as I was approaching it, and I still stopped to yield for any possible oncoming traffic. Now, after you make that turn right there, it's a plaza with a couple little restaurants in it, and then it's a Motel 6, and all the rest of that stuff back there is factories, none of which I think even operate nights or on the weekends. They just be like people there. Because anytime I've been down there, you'll see cars during the day, but at night, them parking lots be empty. So anyway, when I turn him into the motel, they get behind me and pull me over. So they come to me, ask me for my license and registration. I give it to them, everything check out. What you doing? I'm just dropping him off. So they asking me questions. So all this and that. So then now I stopped him at the liquor store before I stopped there. So they look down at him and they say, "Hey, can you give us your ID?" He like, "I'm not even driving," which is right. This how you know it was a profiling situation and they just watching that motel. I'm not even driving, which he was right. But he messed up because what I didn't know, and which I should have made sure, when he got back in the car from the liquor store, he never put his seatbelt on. So he said, "Well, you don't got on your seatbelt. I just took it off just now. So you took it off just now when I came." So he automatically, and he like, "I don't got no ID." So they go over on his side of the car. They like, "Hey, so you don't got no ID. What's your name?" He give him a different first name, but the last name is the same. So I immediately look over at him like, this dude got a warrant. So I'm just like, man. So then it's like, okay, what's your date of birth? 2/16/62. Now, if you're gonna lie about your birth date, pick a square year and just simplify it. You should have said 2/16/66. How old are you? 60. It's easier to remember. So uh uh he couldn't do the math of 4 years. Because the next question is, how old are you? He paused and started giggling. Guy said, "You don't know how old you are?" "Oh man, let me see how old I am. You feel what I'm saying? 64. They take him out the car. "Oh, is it any? You got anything on you? So would you remind us searching? And if we bring the dogs on the car?" Well, I don't know why they asking him that. It's my car. You feel what I'm saying? So, but he said, "No, I ain't got nothing on me." They get him out the car, and they checking him, they questioning him, they coming back to me, What you doing? What you doing? I said, I'm dropping him off. So you're not coming to now he lying about stupid stuff. And I know they not lying to me because they got him right at the back of the car. I can hear the whole conversation. He lying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he said, y'all coming to hang out. I said, I don't know if he had that in mind, but I thought I was just dropping him off for some gas money and all this and that. So all this going on, then they going back talking to him. We out there for 30 minutes, and he telling lie after lie. They done searched him in the thing, and they say, well, it says here, the Anchorage, Alaska. I'm in the military. I was in the military. I'm sitting in the front like, man, this motherfucker about to get me searched. I know I don't got nothing on me, but still. So now I'm starting to wonder, does he got something on him, or could he have put something in my car? I'm getting nervous. They got another cop standing out. He looking in my car. You know what I'm saying? And he walking up, acting like he talking to me, shining lights in the car and everything else. Well, this can't be you, because this, according to this, you would be 126 years old. Man, you look good. They back there joking with him. So I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? So then out of nowhere, they just like, all right, you guys can go. So in my mind, I'm already like, all right, this ain't over, because that just don't go like that. They could have took him in just on the fact that he ain't had no ID and he gave him false information. So I'm thinking in my mind, like, they must be suspicious on whether he here to partake in some type of drug activity or whatever. So anyway, I drive him up to the front of the motel. So then he don't live there. He trying to get a room there. He says at this point, oh, well, let me see if they got a room, because if they don't got no room, I'll just pay you extra to drop me home. He goes inside. I go and park up. While I'm parked up, 2 minutes later, just like I thought, the same two cop SUVs block me in from the back. They jump out. Are you guys kidding me? Where is he? I said, he inside, get in the room. And mind you, he done told him we coming to hang out. I'm telling them I'm just dropping him off, so we both looking sketchy. So they walk inside, and then I see them run right back out and jump in the SUVs, and they put the lights on. So I'm thinking that they got a call or something. So they drive off. A few minutes later, I'm playing the game on my phone. I'm waiting for him to come back. So I'm guessing they got a room, so he gonna come just give me my gas money and go. I'm playing the game on my phone. All of a sudden, I see lights, red lights, blue lights, and all this and that. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I look in my side view mirror. I mean, the rear view in the mirror, and I see the vehicles behind me lit up again. And I look out my window to the left, and he's standing outside, and they patting him down. So where I was parked from where I dropped him off to go check on the room, I'm like, he clearly came from the opposite direction. I don't know what he was doing. That's why you got to be watching these dudes. I don't know what he was doing, because he came from the opposite. They caught him coming from the opposite direction. They shining lights down at the ground. I'm just sitting there looking like, what's going on? And they still got me blocked in. So I'm thinking, okay, they about to come mess with me now. But they didn't. So I end up feeling like they believed me. It was him that was sketchy. You know what I'm saying? He telling different story. What was the harm in you saying he just dropping me off? So when I thought about everything, I said to myself, I hope this dude wasn't going to try to get no work or going to try to do something. Something was up. So then next thing I know, he in cuffs. They put him in the car. They coming to me, hey man, we about to move and let you go because they taking him to jail. Now he done bought all this liquor. He got this liquor in my seat. You know what I'm saying? And he said just go ahead and keep the liquor for payment. I don't even drink. So I'm mad as hell. I done went on a whole blank trip, got hell, and all this and that. So then come to find out, he got so many contempt of courts in like 4 or 5 different towns, and he done skipped court on a large sized receiving stolen property. He has also done 20 years before. He about to go up the road. But you got to watch who you be around. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch who you be around out here. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't nothing but God. Because I'm like, man, I'm looking at it like this. Once I started putting everything together, and this happened this Saturday that just passed. Once I put everything together, I'm like, he, I'm glad whatever he was doing, I don't know what he was doing, but they took him in on warrants. They was walking around the parking lot too, even after they put him in the truck before they got out of my way so I can go. They was walking around in the parking lot shining lights. I don't know if he went and got something and tossed it or what he did, but I ain't convinced he was there looking for no room. Maybe when they ran in and ran out, you wasn't in there. You wasn't in there. And that's why they ran back out and jumped in the cars. I think they was looking for you around the motel because there's 2 motels. There's a Motel 6 and something else. They right by each other in the same area. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you possibly could have made it back to my car. And what if you had something on you and got in my car? They would probably took both of us down, towed my car and everything else. Man, you crazy. Yeah, you gotta be man, you gotta be careful who you around, bro. Cause man, look, people is selfish. And I just said all that to tell the story. And Gregory, he seemed like he one of them type of people. You would be around him and get caught up and he don't care what. You know what I'm saying? He don't care what. What go on. That's exactly some of the type of stuff he'll do. So selfish. He is snake. He's sneaky. He'll have you doing something and don't know the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It's a setup. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at this. Hold up. I got caught up talking. Wave an attorney. First thing he did. I read his court papers from day one. He was informed. Wave an attorney. Oh wow. Ray Wade Tyson got the habitual felon charge too. Facts. Facts. Sounds about right. He has a lot of charges prior that were dismissed by DA. Mm. Yeah, I read them all. Tyson's a crook like Ghost. For him to have done 21 years in prison, he had a lot of charges in 2010. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It don't add up. It don't add up. Doing all that line. That's why it don't add up. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't verify his account at time, but he definitely had a 9-year term I found. Lying. I said, and I think in that first video that I did about him about a year ago, I did a video about him and some of them little funny shorts that you see with him, Penelope VC. I think I mentioned that in that video that I don't even think he been in no feds, or if he did, he didn't do 20 years. Attempt to deliver heroin. 250K bond, he posted 25K. You my partner, you my brother, and can't even sit at the same table when he eats. Facts. Be careful these people you giving rise to. Yeah, I know it. That person right there, I doubt they gonna be out because for with all them contempt of courts, they ain't gonna let you out. And you know they ain't got that bail right now, but they ain't gonna even release him with all them contempt of courts because they know you probably ain't gonna come back. And then you got to receive and stole a property, and it ain't like it was somebody stole a can of soda and gave it to you. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So you might be sitting down for a while, but he ain't even allowed in my car no more. And this somebody I used to work with that I ended up being friends with. He ain't even allowed in my car. Never again. And it's gonna be some words when he get out, because you definitely uh playing with the wrong feller to pull something like that. What if he had something and got back in my car? Why you was coming from the other direction? When I was shocked, I said, "What the?" I said it loud. They even looked over at the car, the cops, all of them and him. I said, because I'm like, why he coming from this way? The door that I just dropped you off is to the right. I was looking over there to see when you was gonna come back out. You came from the opposite direction, so you wasn't there for what you said you was there for. So I'm like, what you was gonna do? Act like you couldn't get the room and you showed up there to do some other type of business, whether you was selling something or buying. Well, you couldn't have had nothing on you because they would have found it when they searched you at the entrance of the motel. So you would have had to be getting something. It's people over there. You can get some work or you can get some user quantities. So what was you doing? What did you have me on an undercover covert mission to go pick up some work, not knowing, and you would have got in my car with that work, and possibly if I wasn't paying attention, could have put it down in the console or did something, and then the cops would have happened again. Now it's in my car. Yeah, it's definitely an issue. It's up there and stuck there when he get out of there. I don't care if it's a year or two. By now, I may not even still be in Jersey, but if I ever get around him again, it's gonna be some words exchange, and no back talk is required or tolerated. He didn't post anything. He got signed out. His second case was personal, recognizing zero calls because he was snitching. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, see, with all now the picture, but so Don, with the stuff what's up, Robert Young? Salute. With the stuff he's saying, um, with the stuff you saying, Don. Yeah, this is a career informant. This is a career informant. It's definitely, yeah. He all in. Yeah, he all in. He been doing this. He probably was in jail talking about 20 years. He might have got sentenced to 20 and did 9. He probably told his way to get out of there. Yeah, these stool pigeons, man, and coming on here trying to act like OGs and stand up. Oh, see, that's all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Be careful who you be around. Like, stay at all costs. Avoid. Ain't no telling VC, bro. Boy, but I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You know he know what's going on in your house and who all be at your house. And they was wondering, talking about some, oh, who called the cops over there at the VC house? It might have been him. He might have got him checking up over there. Yep, it wouldn't surprise me at all. He probably got him over there checking in at VC house. Yep, them his homeboys. Oh, check out the legendary thong song Gregry remix. Kater got it in the butt. Got it take the Bruce nuts. Got it in Joel truck. Let me say it again. Yeah, Katie butt. Take the Bruce nuts. In Joel truck. Oh, Gregory telling it all, boy. But that's what I'm telling you, he a career informant. Downward departure. That's what it is. He know he gonna get in trouble. He trouble prone. He been getting in trouble for years. So he backlog telling. He reserved telling. You know what I'm saying? He reserved telling. He got telling on backup. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you've told 11 years worth of information. So you the mandatory traffic in is 10 years mandatory. Oh, okay. So we're gonna cut off this 11, and you got one more year of backlog telling. So you better get out there and find some more information and let us know. He telling where it's at. Katie got it in the book. Got to take the brew nuts. Enjoy truck. Magic Mike driving. Might be around the corner on a bicycle. Mm-hmm. Ah, motherfucking Gregry, bro. Gregry something else, bro. Mm-hmm. Damn right. I ain't going to jail. He is not going to jail, bro. Gregry ain't going to jail. And he go down, everybody going down. Even if he ain't going down, everybody going down. Uh, them legendary, man. I need to put all of them together in one video. All them when he in the studio. Saw East Side on the East Side. Told him, "What a shoe that I bought you. That gonna cost you. Gonna have to do a video for free." Mm-hmm. Bars. Got a new car. Donate everything you got to my Dishing channel. Fingerprints for his bond condition because he never was in jail for arrest and court papers. Don, where you saw these court papers at? Cause I ain't never. I know I saw what Pro V put up, but I didn't really read everything. Was it in that, or where you saw this at? Cause I need to go through these papers with a fine tooth comb. Yeah, I'm telling you, might be trying to get VC knocked off. If I was VC, I wouldn't even let him in the house. He tried to act like VC house thing. Yeah, keep interviewing. Oh, it's in that case. Was it in Pro V stuff? I'm trying to get my hands on it. How can I get my hands on it? But he keep letting him interview you outside. Don't even let him in your house, VC. He might plant something in there and have you holding something, and you won't even know he you holding it for him. You know what I'm saying? Then turn around and call them people. Check up, check the hole in the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Might have a 150 grams up there or something. Have him a little, yeah, my 100 said might have him a little eighth or something up there, stashed in your ceiling. He the type of I wouldn't even let him in the house. An informant, I wouldn't even let no informant in my house. And that's how I figured out it was somebody I knew in Florida, man. Like when I was living down in Florida, that's what I figured out what downward departure was and how that operates. Backlog telling. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, dude had left a bag at my house. The bag had a hole in a duffel bag. I picked it up. All these court papers. The first one on the top said downward departure. He had got a charge. Said downward departure, and he it was suspended. It was like dropped. And I said, "What is downward departure?" And them was the earlier days of this was during Google wasn't as popping. How many of y'all remember Ask Jeeves? Ask Jeeves, and it eventually went to ask.com. It was like the Google before Google got super duper popping. It was the same type of deal. You can ask it anything. I went on there, what is downward departure? And the definition, I said, oh no, this is stool pigeon. Yeah, this is a career teller right here. He wouldn't know. I don't care if I'm just using. He wouldn't know about it. But it ain't them. It's whoever coming or whoever coming over there to sell them stuff. Better watch out, cause I know he telling that. Yeah, I got to get my hands on them. Yep, and he be done to put that house, and they got that house. I'm pretty sure, man. It's just like having common logical sense with VC being on, having his YouTube channel and being live. They got to be aware, and I'm pretty sure he is telling everything to see how much of a break he can get in the event that he getting in trouble. And I'm telling you, it'd be whoever coming over there to get off something, leave from over there and get ran up on or get caught up. Start from the beginning. I can give you all the highlights. Hmm. Yeah. I may have to yeah, I may have to hit him up and see if he can email me that. Yeah, we can all go through it on here together. Yeah, we're gonna have us a paperwork, Gregory paperwork party. Cause he don't want to mess with me. I go through it and put it on put a ad behind it, a YouTube ad, and send it to thousands of people all over the internet, the whole Greensboro. No, you can target locations too. The whole Greensboro see see it pop up. Waived attorney, no cost bond, released in 1 minute from arrest, all continuances. Released in 1 minute. Use a use a stool pigeon extraordinaire. He don't even make it to the cell, bro. They probably don't even cuff him. They probably let when he do get arrested, they probably just put him in the car and let him ride. They don't even cuff him. You know what I'm saying? Oh hey, Gregory. Yeah, man, get in, man. Let's ride down to the station. Take a ride down to the station. Be in there joking with him. Have him in the back joking. He don't need no cigarette when he get to the station. If he was on first 48, that'd be a short episode. Cause you know how once they bring a person in, that last few minutes, they have them in the thing asking them questions. I don't know. I don't do. Man, look, we're gonna give you some time to think about it. You thirsty or anything? You can I have a cigarette? Give them a hamburger or a cigarette or something or a can of soda. It's on after that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the shortest episode in history if he was on there. They wouldn't even make it to the room, to the interrogation room. That's why he was required to get fingerprinted. Well, Don Hunt. Well, you ought to Don Hunt. Email him to me. You got me anxious now to read them. Email them to me. Ivy the real only at gmail.com. Just like it's spelled here, all lowercase. No, but it's not THE. It's DA. IVDAREAL only. Yeah, send a little attachment, brother. Don't do me like that. 46 likes. Double tap on the screen. Yeah, he got me. He done piqued my interest now. Yeah, we may have to go over on this, do a read through. Yeah, that's what they give him, a cheese. Give him one of them. Give him a block of cheese. You know them little rectangle. You make macaroni and cheese. Give him one of them rectangle, Monterey cheddar, sharp cheddar, and one of them rectangle cheese block, Velveeta cheese block. Give him one of them little what's them little snacks? Them things used to be lit when I was. You know them little snacks where it's like a rectangle, and it'd have crackers or either sticks in one side, and then it'd be a little cup of cheese, and you dip it in it, or you take that little red thing and spread the cheese on the cracker. What is them called? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I have it, or I can re-access it. Oh, okay. Oh, I will do that. Okay, appreciate that. Give him some cheese instead of a cig. Yeah. What was it? Yeah, I don't remember what them was called, but you know what I'm talking about. And they give him one of them. You know what I'm saying? A cold drink. Well, he get to talking, bro. Hmm. Give him a block of cheese. Give him some. What's them little things with them cheese combos? Mm-hmm. Surely good. Mm-hmm. That was Tyson. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got it right. He sit it right on the on, on, on the real passenger side of the tire. Hmm. Now you know how to make a deal. Yeah, he don't smoke cigarettes. Yeah, cheeses, cheese. But anyway, let me get ready to get off here, man. Yeah, yeah. Shoot me that down, huh? I don't want to make the live too long. People don't want to watch it. People don't want to watch it too long. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all coming through here. Big IV, Big Four by the people for the people. This is the For the Real Only channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped in as well. It's not a game. It's not a test. It's the real thing. Robert Young, salute. Don Hunt, salute. Sean Odom came through the spot. Appreciate you. Victoria, appreciate you. Who else we had up in here? We doing our roll call. Girl, dad, cooking up deliciousness. How you doing? Appreciate you coming through. Sandra Trepen Trepanier. Hope I didn't say your name wrong. Salute. Appreciate you coming by. Who else we had fall through? Rodney B. Salute. Danny White. Salute. Haitian Reg. Appreciate you. Lisa. Thank you for coming by. Derek Booker was in the building. Lorraine Davidson. Salute. OG Digital. Needs no introduction. The OG Digital Dre. Y'all go check him out. Miss Janice. PJ was up in the building. Go check out PJ the God STL. Rob 14775. Appreciate you. Bobby Sun News fell through the spot. Appreciate you. Monty underscore Bubba. OG Monty Bubba. Salute to Monty. Tanja LaRue. Appreciate you coming through. Oh, that rhymed. I like that name, Tanja LaRue. The Olchum. The Olchum. Appreciate you. Tony Vallis. Appreciate you coming through. Coco. Salute. Lorraine Davidson. I think I said you already. Stovepipe. Salute. And we getting down. Lisa Truth came through the building. Y'all check out Lisa Truth from Real Right Uncut. And we getting down to the wire. That might be about it right there. Is it? That's it. I know Dr. Chocolate YPHD fell through. Check her out. You know we got to shout out people. One day, hopefully, this will be so good I can't do it. It'll take me a whole hour to do it. But I appreciate y'all. Angela Forbes, salute. Angela Forbes is in the building. Connect Electric, salute. Fell through. Yes, sir. Combs. And I think that's it right. Yep, that's it. So we about to get about 19 on Oz. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I'm about to get up off of here. When I get this work and I go over it, we gonna be talking about it. Hopefully that could be our next live, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, we gonna get to the bottom of this here. Ninja this and ninja that. All right, man. I'm out.